Now, realize that not necessarily the violence part, because this story isn't about the violence part, but realize just how far the left has overtaken British society. Realize this is what these same leftist violent lunatics want to do in the United States. Now they want to add their violence onto the end of it. So if you don't, do what they say, they're not just going to imprison you eventually. But look at what is happening in the United Kingdom. This is absolute crazy nonsense. The United Kingdom has fallen. They have utterly destroyed free speech. You are not going to believe this. I wasn't sure I believed it until I saw it with my own eyes. Check this out.
No doubt in my mind, this would have been the fate of the United States if something had gone differently last week. The UK is now saying they are going to imprison any citizen that views what the government deems to be far-right propaganda online for up to 15 years. I have so many questions about this, not the least of which is, can you even control what comes up in your algorithm? If something just happens to pop up in your feed, are you doomed to spend more than a dozen years in federal prison?
Right to jail, right away.
Who gets to determine what far-right propaganda is? Because let's be honest, by modern UK standards, every single thing J.K. Rowling posts on X is probably considered far-right propaganda. And is enforcement anything like what we've already seen regarding social media hate speech and misinformation laws? Because I have a pretty strong feeling I know exactly how extreme this is going to get in a very short period of time. Maybe it's time for the West to make Orwell fiction again. You guys okay across the pond? Blink twice if you need help.
Absolutely, they need help. They need serious help. Because the leftist, globalist, corruptocrat politicians that are currently in charge of the UK are utterly destroying the country. Hopefully, Nigel Farage and Reform UK can get in there and at least start to fix this nonsense. Now, when I first saw this video, I'm like, are we being hyperbolic? I mean, is this actually happening? And then I saw this. You're not going to believe this. This is actually happening. They are potentially arresting people for viewing social media posts. How they even know somebody viewed a post is beyond me. Although, I mean, the algorithms, I guess, track it. They can track, who looks at a post, who clicks on it, who opens it up. But they've gotten, access to all of that information. So they know who actually looks at posts, and they're coming after them. Check this out. It is scary.
What was it?
Sorry, I don't like the camera. You can have my body cam. I can exhibit that to you. I just don't like the camera, really.
Okay, well, I'm doing this because this is my own house and I am telling you why I'm doing it. So I just need to know why would she's basically viewed a post which is not an arrestable offence.
Viewed an offence, that's been.
Okay.
It happened in May and you're completely fine. The only thing is we need to seize the phone at this current moment. The phone needs to get seized from us, otherwise we will escalate this further. So
but with a voluntary interview.
So have you seized anyone else? Is she the only child you're picking on?
Voluntary interview, you'd be able to come in.
Have you spoken?
So she viewed a social media post, and now they are going to seize the phone, or they will escalate this to arrest and incarceration. This is nuts. It's actually happening across the pond. And I mean, all I can think of is the UK patriots are blinking. Left, right, sideways. Please help. Please come save us from the politicians that we unwittingly elected.
To anyone else? No, we'll come to the station now.
Do you mind letting her finish her sentence before?
Yeah.
It does have to get further escalation, unfortunately.
That's fine, we'll come to the station now.
The phone isn't seized right now, and we're not able to basically get the phone. We'd have to escalate this further, which means your daughter will get arrested.
For what? Viewing a social media post? Is that?
I need to go with her in order to.
No, absolutely not.
What can we do to prevent destruction of evidence?
I'm sorry.
Lisa.
That's fine. I would like you to leave now. I'd like you to leave.
This is why you're
okay. I have nothing more to say to you. A social media post. I've got nothing more to say. I'd like you to leave. You've harassed this child enough. I'd like you to leave.
Lisa, that's no worries.
Absolutely nuts. You've got the police, and one of them an Islamist to boot, walking in to someone's house to terrorize them, accost them, seize a phone because somebody looked at a post. And to go back to the first clip, how do you even control what comes up in your feed? I mean, they could mass arrest people. They could essentially, get in there and DM every single political opponent something they deem as far right, and then walk in and say, "Oh, you looked at your DMs, you're arrested." This is absolute nuts. And then what do they do to those people? Most likely, they'll end in violence. Eventually, this will end in violence in the UK. And again, just as corroborating evidence, here's Joe Rogan talking about the same thing. It's crazy town over there, and it's scary. For someone who's been to the UK many times and loved it as a country, who's a big fan of the Premier League and wants to take my son to a game, I have to start rethinking some of this stuff. Can I even go over there safely? I mean, it's become the tyrannical third world over there.
Yeah, these are pushing digital ID on these people. And once they do digital ID, they're going to attach it to a social credit score. They're going to attach it to a carbon footprint score. And then they'll be able to control your movement and control you entirely. And most importantly, they've already arrested 12,000 people for social media posts.
That's 12,000 people have been arrested for posting on social media. Now we're going to get the same number or more arrested for viewing social media.
Insane.
Above and beyond every other country, way above Russia. Russia was like 400 last year. The UK is 12,000. Any criticism of immigration, any criticism of grooming gangs and people being raped, any talk about how horrible this is, they come visit you. It's like someone's trying to destroy England. It's literally like they've got a concerted effort to destroy England, and they're getting away with it.
Yeah, and what happens over there?
It's really crazy. It's really crazy to watch, because the mass immigration's not an accident. If I was going to destroy a country, I would do it exactly the way they're doing it. I'd take away their freedom, take away their ability to protest, take away their guns, which they did in the 90s, and then you start tightening that noose. Tighter and tighter, add more restrictions, more this, more that.
I mean, it's
exactly the blueprint. It's the blueprint that happened in Germany. It's the blueprint that happened in Russia. It's the blueprint that's happened all over Europe. It's now happening in the UK. They took away their guns in the 90s. They no longer have the ability nor the right to defend themselves against the tyrannical government. Now they have taken away their ability to protest or to speak against the government or any of the governmental policies. You can't now post on social media. You can't stand on the street corner and preach Jesus. You cannot even view social media, or you will go to prison. They now have all the tools they need to eliminate all of their political opponents. There's one last chance for the UK, and that is for Nigel Farage and Reform UK to win the upcoming election and get these leftists out. It's absolutely amazing, because you won't be able to post about Nigel. Eventually, they'll deem that Nigel Farage and Reform UK are far-right hate speech or far-right propaganda, and they will ban all of their posts, all of their media, all of their news, everything. It will become the Union. It'll become the USSR. UK is headed that direction, and it's scary. Now, hey, I really appreciate everybody rolling up. Thanks so much for being here. You guys are awesome.